Hello out there, people of God. Hello, hello, hello. I'm very excited to bring you this segment today. We are, first of all, in the rear of the Bible in 1 John, 4th chapter. And we're just going to go with one simple verse. And it is the 8th verse. He that loveth not God knoweth not God, for God is love. We are done with that. Now, this is my disclaimer for today. Put the kids away because this is an adult segment. This is a very, very adult segment. I have some conversations based on, I think, episode 37 where I was talking about love. So I want to re-enter into this segment of love, because a lot of people was telling me that there is a difference in being in love versus loving, and there's a difference in making love versus having sex. Okay. Let me read you something that I got off the internet. When you're in love with someone, you want this person. Being in love is wanting to own a part of the other person. When you fall in love with a person, you feel an intense urge to consume that person in any way you can. Being in love is believing you need someone in order to be happy. Loving someone means needing them around. Being in love means needing them to be where they are happy. When you love someone, you always want them to be around. When you are in love, you want them to be happy. You want them to have a happy, balanced life, which means sometimes spending time away from you. I had derived some time ago that when you say that you love someone, you want what's best for them. A lot of time, what's best for them might not be you. Do you still feel the same way? Do you still promote them? Do you still encourage them? Can they still call you when they need you? That's real love. That's the love that Jesus Christ displayed when he sacrificed his life for us, first of all. So love is, first of all, based off of sacrifice. When you use the term of being in love, where did the term originate from? Where did the term being in love originate from? If you love somebody, you love them. You love them to this degree or either to this degree. I heard a young lady telling me, first of all, that this guy broke up with her, right? Broke her heart. You know, that's another terminology, breaking your heart, right? We're going to get into that also. Broke her heart. But the terminology that he used, I loved you, but I wasn't in love with you. Now, I just read you what this website determined what love and being in love is. They say you might want to consume somebody. What about if you call yourself in love with somebody and they're not in love, quote unquote, with you? Are you in stupid, or are you what do you call it, a stalker? Because I think if that terminology exists, it takes two people to accomplish that. Some people, and it's always, and you heard Teddy Pendergrass say a long time ago, it's so good loving somebody and somebody loving you back, right? But again, then he gets into the percentages of love. Is it 60-40, 70-30, 80-20? It's always somebody that might feel that they love you more than what you love them based on what they do or what they don't do. Love reaches. Love reaches. Love hurts when you hurt. Just look at the definitions of love in the Bible. But here again, if somebody means to hurt you and it don't hurt them to hurt you, run. Run, Forrest, run. Because then you're with the wrong person. So now you become this stalker, or now you're in stupid versus being in love because somebody don't feel the same way that you feel about them. And again, you determine this being in love how? You ever ask yourself the question, why do you have to fall in love? I mean, if you fall, don't you get hurt? And that's what happens. I mean, think about the synonym of how this actually relates to you. I mean, I can love anybody to this degree and do whatever I need to do for them. But again, I understand as human beings that we are full of faults. I understand that. And another thing, Satan can use you at any given time. And I still don't have any problems with people that quote unquote try to, hurt me or try to be malicious or whatever. Anybody that says something derogatory or hateful to me, we could be in a place together. We can be in a public place together. And if they had a flat down the road and I saw that they needed my help, I can immediately go and help that person because again, I understand the trick of Satan. If you, as I, talked about some time ago, don't forgive, then you're gonna be left out there. Now, let's get to the fact that you feel that your heart is broken. You cannot give so much of yourself to anybody that you are left distraught, confused, and beat up in such a way that you cannot go on in life. And especially some of you that have children, that you're raising up. They might not be children of the person that you're espoused to or in a relationship with. Those children are watching you. They're watching your life. They're watching what you do. They're watching how you handle your situations. So again, there's a lot of things that you have to watch as a result of what we call being in love or whatever the case may be. Now again, let's talk about whether you're making love or whether you're having sex. Again, people, it is all intercourse. It is all intercourse. It's the same actions. What elevates it is our mind. The same thing that Satan did to Eve in the Garden of Eden, that told her that she was going to be just as wise and knowledgeable as God if she ate the fruit. Okay, a lot of you all have eaten the fruit and you think that your sex or whatever your relationship concerning sex is just as good or better than anything. And you got names for it and all of the stuff that you go through. But again, watch how you use your mind when it comes to things that's relatable to other people. And again, I dare you to just try to look up who started the term in love. So if it has no history, if it just arrived on the scene one day, first of all, somebody always brings up something. It comes from somebody or somewhere. Who's the first person who invented boo? Who's the first person who invented soulmate? And I guarantee you some of them soulmates still ain't together. And if you put 5 people in a room at different times and ask them what the terminology is or the definition of soulmate, everybody would have a different definition. But we know what love is. Love is God, and God is love. This is another short segment of Sinful but Saved. If you have not received Jesus Christ as your personal Savior, do so while you yet have chance. God love you.